an interpromotional battle could be settled in court. I'm Matt Carlins, and this is Just Pro Wrestling News for Wednesday, January 12th, 2022. This update is brought to you by the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Check out the new episode with special guest Beastman right now wherever you get your podcasts. Major League Wrestling is trying to take WWE to court. MLW filed a federal antitrust lawsuit against the industry leader on Tuesday. MLW alleges that WWE essentially sabotaged a prospective streaming deal that MLW had in the works with Tubi and talks between MLW and VICE TV to air programming on that network. MLW CEO Court Bauer released a statement saying, quote, "I think we speak for the rest of the professional wrestling world when we say that this anti-competitive behavior has to stop," end quote. WWE says the claims have no merit.
WWE.
AJ Styles in the main event of last night's NXT, and he pinned Grayson Waller with the Phenomenal Forearm. LA Knight returned to NXT after the match and attacked Waller. So is this the last time we'll see Styles on NXT?
This is WWE. Never say never.
That clip from WWE's social media. Idris Enofe and Malik Blade will be in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic after they got a disqualification win in a play-in match against Joe Gacy and Harland. Tony D'Angelo beat Pete Dunne in a crowbar on a pole match. D'Angelo got a hold of the crowbar and hit Dunne in the face to get the pin. Santos Escobar beat Zion Quinn after Elektra Lopez turned on Quinn, and the rest of Legado del Fantasma helped Escobar steal the win. Also, Indy Hartwell, Persia Parada, and Wendy Chu beat Casey Catanzaro, Kaden Carter, and Amari Miller. Cameron Grimes beat Damon Kemp. Solo Sikoa and Boa fought to a double countout. They brawled backstage where a fireball hit Sikoa in the face. Von Wagner was suspended and fined for attacking a fan last week, but by the end of the show, we were told his fine was paid and his suspension was lifted.
AEW.
The interim TNT Championship is on the line on tonight's Dynamite. Sammy Guevara defends against Daniel Garcia. Also tonight, CM Punk versus Wardlow, Hikaru Shida versus Serena Deeb, and Powerhouse Hobbs versus Dante Martin. 2 title eliminator matches aired on last night's Dark. The AEW Tag Champs Jurassic Express beat QT Marshall and Nick Comoroto, and the TBS champ Jade Cargill beat Sky Blue. Also last night, AEW champion Hangman Page and Dark Order's Alan Angels in 10 beat Matt Hardy, Serpentico, and Isaiah Cassidy. Plus, Eddie Kingston beat Joey Janela. Ruby Soho will be at GCW's big show at New York's Hammerstein Ballroom on January 23rd. She will go one-on-one against Alley Catch.
Impact Wrestling.
New Japan's Jay White will be part of Impact Wrestling's tapings in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, coming up on January 21st and 22nd.
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Back in Japan, some of the matches are now announced for New Japan's Golden Series tour, and here are some of the notable ones announced so far. El Desperado defends the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship against Master Wato on February 11th. Evil will defend the Never Openweight Championship against Tomohiro Ishii in a lumberjack match on February 13th, and that brings us to 2 big shows on February 19th, where Hiroshi Tanahashi defends the IWGP US title against Sonata, and on February 20th, where Kazuchika Okada defends the IWGP World Heavyweight title against Tetsuya Naito. Mexico's AAA promotion is coming to WrestleMania week in Dallas, Texas. It'll run a show at WrestleCon on March 31st. And that's Just Pro Wrestling News for Wednesday, January 12th. Our next update comes your way tomorrow morning, so be sure to rate, review, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We appreciate your support. I'm Matt Carlins. Thank you for listening.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.